Ah. Yeah. Woo! Jeez. Welcome to the testimony. Oh, let me turn that down a wee bit. Welcome to the testimony of Trixie Glimmer Smith. Now, I was bedazzled, you could say, by the art style of this game. And if you don't know the Zeb of the channel, you would know there's two things that will make me play a game. Either I've heard a bit of the soundtrack and it sounded so fantastic that I had to play it, such as the case with Odd Adventure, or the art style just speaks to me like this game. I'm very confused about what is going. There's like a deer, and it says testimony, so I'm assuming this is a court game. My name is Trixie Glimmer Smith.
What's your name, man?
Trixie Glimmer Smith. I'm a first-year student studying regional history and cultural studies here. Events in the past week have led to my family falling behind. I hope it's sufficient to explain why I need more time to finish my coursework. Thanks. Stop so fast! It all started last week. Give me time. I'm a slow reader. At about 10 in the morning, I dragged myself out of bed and had gotten dressed, which I did last minute. Alright, so you're Trixie. Right. It's 2 weeks till my coursework deadline. Time to start this report on Blue Hill County Cultural Exports 1800 to 1900. I sat and started at the brief for about 10 minutes. Okay, no more slacking. It's time to get to work. Oh, I feel that, let me tell you. I'm slacking all the time. Slacking right now, probably. I noticed I just clicked onto a 2-hour video essay about memes on video.com. Well, I don't relate to that one. No, I end up just watching some Zeb That One Guy videos, which you should do instead of studying, huh? That's a joke. You fucking study then, you come back here. I ain't want no failure subscribers. Before I had any more time to be distracted, there was a loud knock at my door. I jumped, knocking my cereal over. Milk and chocolate covered sugar flakes spilt across my generic student accommodation carpet. Stop it! Oh, not my generic student accommodation carpet. Oh, shucks. Oh, by Jesus. Why the fuck am I gonna get this shot? They're gonna think I took a big old dookie on the floor. Someone outside yelled, Trixie Glimmer Smith, open up. We have something to discuss. I'm assuming it's a woman, because that might not even be the voice I give them for the rest of the game. I recognized the voice. It was Nikita, my course's top student. We didn't talk often because she's kind of horrible. I slammed the spacebar quickly, opening up a website about sheep. It wasn't really relevant to my work, but I hoped it might look educational enough to make Nika judge me slightly less. Nikita scared the crap out of me, and I didn't want to keep her waiting. So I ignored the puddle of chocolate milk seeping into my carpet and opened the door. Ah! By Jesus. Look at you. Nika immediately marched straight into my room without asking, and I ended up backed into my desk. Hey, what voice do I give you? Right, Trixie. You have to do me a favor. Fuck off. Her eyes briefly glanced at the cereal puddle before quickly looked back onto me like the lasers of a sniper rifle trained on my skull. Hold on, let me turn down the music volume a wee bit. There we go. I instinctively sat back down in my chair and looked up at Nikita. I probably looked pretty subby. It would almost be kind of hot if I wasn't a fucking loser. What game am I playing here? This is a YouTube-friendly game. I'm not gonna have to censor nothing, am I? I didn't sign up for this shit. I signed up for a game by the testimony. Okay, look, Trixie. If I hadn't bailed you out last term by doing your coursework for you, you'd be fucking dead, right? Well, I wouldn't say dead. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I wouldn't go that. You'd be living in a bush eating dirt. You don't want to go home to your family and admit you fucked up your education by sleeping through an entire term. Oh god, this game's about me. I mean, that's a little harsh. I'd also been playing video games, writing raunchy fanfictions on girl breasts. But yeah, who's really keeping kind of that? It would be nice to get some recognition for that for once. What, growing breasts? I know it was. But listen, my point is, you owe me big time for literally saving your life. You didn't literally save my life, what the fuck? Whatever. Look, I just want you to find me a play script. It's easy. Oh, is that all? I mean, sure, I can do that, I guess. You didn't... I mean, you did help me out a lot, right? Sorry, it's just... you were being really aggressive, so I assumed you were going to make me kill someone or something. Tabby, maybe? You hate her. Miss Knight is a try-hard bitch, wasting everyone's time by running against me for student president. But I don't need her dead. Well, you know, given the fact that I'm gonna have to make a testimony at some point, I feel like someone's gonna die. I need to keep her around to make me look good. Tabby keeps her... what the fuck? Tabby keeps her crystals in her bra to prevent lunar... and to prevent lunar interference, which I'm pretty sure isn't even a word. That's a pretty low standard to make you look good. I feel pretty bad saying that. Tabby was really nice, even if she was a little quirky. And didn't really notice me. That said, interference definitely isn't a word. I'm not very likable, so I need all the help I can get. Yeah, well, I can see why. You kind of just stormed in here, called me a bitch, didn't notice my titties. Anyway, shut up. Your laptop is playing a video called Sheep Falling Over Compilation 6, while your coursework paper is titled, and I quote, Starred soon. So you were going to help me, or am I just going to have to never bail you out of one of your fuck-ups again? I glanced at my laptop. EpicSheepFalls.com wasn't as educational as I thought. Well, I mean... you know, fair enough, and it's not fuck. She's got me. She's got me. It's not education. I just like seeing sheep fall over. Is that so wrong? Fine. What do you want exactly? More specific than just a play script. Last night, I was walking back from the library when I noticed some paper fluttering about. I don't usually make a point of picking stuff up off the floor, but something drew me to it. I picked it up and realized it contained writing, as most paper probably does. I read it right there in the courtyard. When I finished reading, I stood in silence for some time. I read an excerpt from The King in Yellow. I don't know how it got there, but I'm certain if that page was there, the rest must be nearby. A surviving copy of the infamous cursed play. Do you realize how important that is? Nope. I'd heard rumours of The King in Yellow, I haven't. And of the ghastly writings within. I very much doubted Nikita had found a page lying around at university. Copies were meant to be impossible to get a hold of. Supposedly all lost, hidden, or burnt long ago. Wow. I always assumed that play was kind of a myth. Are you sure it was legit? Maybe you just found part of someone's fan fiction. Nikita slammed her fist on my desk with a bang. Right, calm down, I'm sorry. Jesus. I feel like this woman's about to kill me. I know it's real. Sorry. It's okay, you're probably right. Only a real loser would write fan fictions about the King in Yellow. Did I do that? Did Trixie do that? The completed play would be of immeasurable importance to my studies. I could write my entire thesis analysing how it affected folklore, both locally and worldwide. I need the full copy. Now, after the internal shock of finding it set in, I started sneezing. I concluded that there must be some kind of allergen on the paper. I happen to be allergic to exactly one thing in the world. Not being a bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'm allergic to daffodils. Daffodil Lane is a few miles from here. I happen to know that lane has a lot of daffodils hence the shitty name. Given their relative rarity elsewhere in the country, I believe the page may have originated there. I'd rather avoid going there myself. I'm too important to get mildly uncomfortable.
What a bitch.
Besides, I'm busy brainstorming slogans for my student union presidency campaign. Right now, I'm thinking, knowledge through unity, Unita through Nikita. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. I'll get you something. Oh, jeez. Whatever. As a thank you for me saving your life, you're kindly going to Daffodil Lane and finding the rest of that play for me. Yeah, sure. Good? Thanks. I still wasn't convinced there would be anything to find, but I kind of wanted Nikita to leave my room before she noticed I'd left some of my underwear on the floor. What is this game? You can probably tell by the weirdness of this game. I found it on itch.io. I mean, I hadn't agreed yet, but fine, I'll go. Just stop being so rude to me. It's not a good work relationship. Fantastic. Thank you for being so accommodating, Trixie. I'll let you get on with it. I have some books to read. Nikita brushed some dust off her shirt and left without a goodbye. What a bitch. According to my laptop, it was still pretty early. Guess I should get going. I may as well get this over with so Nikita stops bothering me. I found some snacks. I knew I would need them on my quest, errand, whatever this crap was. A 20 pack of cheese ropes. I fucking love artificial flavorings. Yeah, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I found my phone under an old shirt. Not that it came in much use. It can basically only take calls and receive messages after years of wear and tear. My phone's like flickers unless you constantly shake it like a maraca. So I brought along a torch as well. A torch seemed like one of those things it was good to have when you're looking for things. Fair enough. In retrospect, I should have made sure it had batteries in it before I left. I crammed everything into my bat bag. Right, Batman. Got your bat credit card in there too. A lot of people accuse me of having a bat fetish because of all my bat products. But it's not true. I just like that bat cartoon Cyber Drake Cool Yass from Space from a few years ago. But there's no official merchandise for it. And those bats were really cute. What is this game? Anyway, I got distracted by my laptop for a while. Well, like 3 hours, but I got a lot of work done. I feel like you just watched the sheep. This game's great. I like it. The 2-hour trek through the countryside during the worst heat wave in a century took its toll on me. I'd never been good with summer. I usually just hide inside so I'd underestimate how hard it would be out in the sun. It was also about here I realised I never cleaned up the cereal on my floor. I did eventually reach Daffodil Lane. I took a little rest in some shade and got my bearings. Phew. Hope the weather gets worse soon. I could use some rain to cool me off. I'm sorry, you're going out dressed like that? I took a look down the lane from my vantage point. 4 quaint little cottages dotted the dirt road. At the far end was the tree line of Blue Hill Woods. Now, I don't know how long this game is. From what I know, it is... yeah, before downloading any game on itch.io, I go to the comments and look up a walkthrough. And I don't watch it, I just see, like, the time of it. And I did see one for this game that was 54 minutes, I think. So, maybe I'll do this game as a 2-parter, maybe. I'd been in the woods once before, as part of my course. They were old and filled with interesting landmarks. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll make this a really short video, just to see if you guys like it. And if you guys like it, let me know and I'll play more. I did the same thing with a game called Cemetery Mary, which is on the board up there for something I need to do. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. But, you know, that's really about it. So if you guys want to see me continue playing this game, let me know. I considered taking a walk in them once. I sorted out the play stuff. Oh, I considered taking a walk in them once I sorted out this play stuff. It was probably cooler under the trees. Ah, you fuck! How did that scare me? Parsnip. Oh god, you seem like the kind of character to have the most annoying voice. What is the most annoying voice I can do? Oh, you guys are gonna hate this. Hold on. What's my best Lee impression? Hi! A small, rather eccentric looking rabbit had appeared behind me while I was distracted. That word took me... Bro, I know that word. What the fuck? Before I could say anything... Oh, that's a guy. I'm not judging. My fault for assuming. My fault. I'm sorry. My fault. Those boos are fair. My fault. I apologize. My fault for assuming. I'm sorry. I apologize for assuming the gender of a drawn rabbit. Before I could say anything, he held out a weird yellow string. What is my best Lee impression? Since we're great friends, I made you a friendship string. The friendship string was about 6 inches of a tattered yarn, seemingly dipped in yellow acrylic paint and sprinkled with what appeared to be sugar. It was faintly disturbing on a level I can't communicate, even after everything else that's transpired in the following days. I added sugar so you can taste it if you get hungry. I hope you like it, best friend. He seems proud of himself. He is wearing a skirt. I could be a dick. We gotta get into the character of, Trixie. I'm gonna throw it away, fuck this guy. I took the string out of politeness, but wanted nothing to do with the horrid thing. I gently tossed it into a nearby bush while Parsnips had his eyes closed. I wanted him to... Oh, okay. I wanted him to watch it. I wanted to see the heartbreak in his eyes. I wanted to see him cry. So we were... Hi, I'm Parsnip, and that's my cottage. He jabbed a paw at the nearest cottage, the one with a well-kept daffodil patch in front of it. A small sign with my cottage written on it stood on the path next to it, clearly marking the cottage as someone's cottage. Oh, hi Parsnip, my name's Trixie. I'm looking for a book that might be around here. Have you heard of The King in Yellow? Wow, I love yellow! Oh wow, it's my favourite colour! Yeah, my favourite colour too. Maybe I shouldn't have threw that thing away. Maybe we can't be besties. Oh, okay. Well, it's good that you like yellow. The book, though, do you know where it is? I don't read books. They're so boring. I'm Parsnip, and I'm a fun button. Right, okay. Second thought, glad I threw away that string. This guy, This guy, he's, kind of annoying. Wanna come play with me? Said no. Said definitely not. Tried to distract him. I'm gonna say definitely not. No, I definitely don't, sorry. I have to find that play for my friend, remember? And I'm super busy with coursework, so... Wow, that sounds really exciting. You're like a detective. Oh, I mean, it's more an in-depth servitude, but... Wow, cool, that's amazing! Didn't let me finish. Before I could begin to formulate a response to Parsnip, the sound of a cuckoo clock blared from inside his cottage. It was loud, even from a good 50 foot away. Uh-oh, it's time for trumpet practice! I'll talk to you later, new friend. Oh, please never come back. He merely skipped off to his cottage. Okay. I crossed Parsnip off of my list of potential owners for a forbidden play. He didn't seem like someone who would own anything that required reading. I started to walk down the lane, past the out-of-tune trumpeting blasting from Parsnip's cottage. I'm not convinced that he ever had the trumpet the right way around. I figured I'd try the next cottage. It didn't look as well kept as Parsnip's, but I could see some art easels set up in the garden, which cued my interest. An arty person might have a copy of an evil play just to make a statement. Hey, cool, an artist. I can relate to that. I drew a picture once. That's my mindset all the time. I go up to like one of my friends and they're like an artist and I go, hey, I drew a picture once. We have so much in common, man. I approached the cottage and caught sight of a rabbit lounging in a deck chair, smoking and drinking wine. Classy. She was tall, stylish, and pretty. I was pretty hyped to meet what I assumed to be a famous artist. Either she didn't see me or chose to ignore me. I noticed her cigarette wasn't even lit. Hey, hey. I waved nervously. I wasn't used to talking to a professional artist, who were probably rich. She tilted her glasses down slightly to look at me before pushing them back up. Hello. I trailed off. My head felt light from the heat. I swayed side to side, starting to regret not bringing a drink. Sorry, I don't have any water with me. I'm a little out of it, but you know who does have water with them? All the time, baby. Anyway, like, I just walked down from university and I'm like, wait. You walked all the way from university? Without any water? In this heat? I remember letting out a quiet yes and collapsing, but not much else until I woke up a few minutes later. The rabbit's face was looking down at me from her deck chair. She looked mildly concerned, but apparently not enough to move me from being face down in the dirt. You fainted. Are you okay? I think so. Could I maybe have some water? I brought some out for you already. She motions towards a glass of wine on the ground beside me. That's wine. The rabbit went wide-eyed under her glasses. How dare you? Oh, so it is. How'd that get there? She picked up the wine and shuffled shamefully into her cottage, returning a few moments later with some tap water? No, like a peasant. Thanks. I downed the water and felt a little better. It was pretty stupid of me not to bring any with me. I realized I hadn't introduced myself and thought I'd better do it before it became too awkward. Hi. Hello. Oh my god. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from a rat talking to a bunny. I didn't do a great job of it. I'm Trixie. La Rose. There was a frosty silence. I can fucking feel the silence. So, sorry to bother you. It's just, I'm doing someone a favor. I think there's a copy of some old playbook around here, The King in Yellow. I can't say I've heard of it. Are you sure your friend didn't say Daffodil Library? You know, the one in town? I briefly worried she had. No, I'm pretty certain she said Daffodil Lane. I don't know where it could be though. I asked Parsnip next door. LaRose seemed to grimace at the mention of Parsnip. You spoke to Parsnip? Are you sure? You look like you still have the will to live. Right? Well, no, kind of. I didn't talk to him very long. How long have you been talking to him? I didn't, but that was unrelated. I mean, yeah, this. Is he that bad? I mean, he seems a little excitable, but for sure, but LaRose's blood pressure looked like it was rising rapidly. I want to ask about Parsnip. What's the issue with Parsnip? He isn't like that all the time, right? He moved in like a month ago, and there hasn't been a day since that I hadn't considered torching his cottage. She downed half a wine bottle in about 5 seconds. I was impressed. He seems to know the exact best way to piss me off in any given situation. And I mean, he broke into my house a few weeks back when I was in the shower. All he did was steal some candles, but jeez, he's a real weirdo. Parsnip, you dirty bunny. I don't believe in the police though. So if he's trying that shit again, I'll just get my old cricket packet out and launch him into the woods like a ball. She finished her wine and reached for another bottle. So yeah, I fucking hate parsnip. The burglary definitely put a bit of damper on my opinion of parsnip. But I still hope maybe LaRose was exaggerating. He didn't seem quite that bad when I spoken to him. Wow, that's weird. Anyway, sorry, the book, you haven't seen it? She shook her head. I don't get that much though. If it is around here, I probably wouldn't see it. I didn't realize my neighbors were missing until the police came knocking. Oh jeez, the squirrels, yeah. Didn't it turn out they just went on a cruise to the Pacific Islands because they were rich and got bored? It was on the news for ages. No. I accidentally started that rumor. They just ran off to go on a cruise during the school term. Probably true, they were rich. Rich people do that stuff, right? I don't think she was expecting an answer. Look, I was brainstorming, okay? It's not my fault that the police just took that as fact and ended the investigation immediately. I'm sure they're all fine. The police just dumped all the evidence they collected outside and left ACAM, right? All cops are monsters? All cops are messy. Point is, you could poke around in the boxes if you want. They won't care. Maybe you'll find your book. Oh, yeah, maybe. I'll just thank you for the help. I decided I better get a move on. LaRue seemed like she had stuff to do, like lounging all day in the sun and pretending to smoke. But anyway, sorry to bother you. I'll go take a look at all those evidence boxes. Thanks for your help. Good luck with... I glanced towards Parsnip's cottage. Discordant trumpet noises were still piping out of it. LaRue nodded and seemed to know what I meant. She went straight back, staring off into the distance. I let her get on with it and headed to the neighbouring cottage. LaRue was right. The police had left their investigation unfinished and just ditched the evidence into a couple of boxes. So anyway, I'm going to actually leave this video here. If you guys did enjoy this, let me know, and let me know if you guys want to see a part 2. So I'm going to think of a wee like goal for this one. If this video gets... let's think of a reasonable one. I'm going to say 15 likes. 15 likes and I'll come back for part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I think this game is actually really good. I enjoy the art style. It's actually kind of funny. Not a big fan of Parsnip though, or Nikita. But oh well. Subscribe.